Good morning, children. Now we are moving to the last part of the topic. Okay? So we have already discussed about divisibility rule by 3, divisibility rule by 6, and divisibility rule by 9. We are done with that, right? So in the last part now you have divisibility rule for 4, right, and divisibility rule for 8 and divisibility rule for 11. So we have 3 divisibility rules here. So first one, divisibility rule for 4, right. What is the rule? So let us read out. If last 2 digits means tens and ones place, so that will form a number, is it not, and is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. Let us see the example here. So what is meant by last 2 digits? These are the last 2 digits, ones place and tens place. So what is this number becoming? 96, right. So we have to check whether 96 is divisible by 4 or not. If 96 is divisible by 4, then complete number is divisible by 4. Now let us check whether 96 is divisible by 4. Check last 2 digits whether divisible by 4 or not. So 96, 4, let me go by long division method. So 4 2s are 8, subtraction, 1 is the remainder, 6 here, right, 16. So now it is 4 2s are 8. Now 4 4s are 16. So we got the remainder to be 0. That means 96 is divisible by 4. So when we are checking with the last 2 digits, if it is divisible by 4, then complete number is divisible by 4. So therefore, what do we write the conclusion? Therefore, 56,496 is divisible by 4, since 96 is divisible by So this is how you have to write the conclusion. Why is it divisible? How are you able to say that it is divisible by 4? We are able to say that it is divisible by 4 by checking for last 2 digits. Okay, children? Right. So now let us see another example, whether this is divisible by 4 or not. So what is the rule? As per the rule, we have to check for the last 2 digits. If these 2 digits are divisible by 4, then complete number is divisible by 4. Now let us check. So this is 4. Now 4 ones are 4, subtraction 1, 5 minus 4, descend 0 here, 10, 4 2s are 8. So 2 is the remainder, which is less than 4. So further you can't divide it. So therefore the remainder here is a non-zero remainder. Therefore what is happening? 4 cannot divide perfectly 50. So therefore since 4 cannot divide the last 2 digits, this number is not divisible by 4. So how do we write the conclusion? Therefore 2150 is not divisible by 4. Clear, children? So since the last 2 digits here are not divisible by 4, the complete number is not divisible by 4. Since here last 2 digits are divisible by 4, the complete number is divisible by 4. This is how you have to prove. Okay? So now I'll again repeat that. So what is the divisibility rule for 4? If in a given number, a number can be of so many digits, right? 5 digits, 6 digits, 7 digits. In such a big numbers, usually we use divisibility rules checking for big numbers, larger numbers. So here last 2 digits, if they are divisible by 4, then automatically the complete number is divisible by 4. This is the divisibility rule of 4, and we checked with 2 examples, right? So now let's move on to the next rule, divisibility rule for 8. So now there is something like this. They up to, suppose if you have a number, and in that number you may have 1 digit, you may have 2 digits, you may have 3 digits. Up to 3 digits, there is no divisibility rule. You have to directly verify it by division method only. And if more than 4 or 4 digits are there, then you can use the divisibility rule. How? The same thing again. Last 3 digits must be divisible by 8. Last 3 digits must be divisible by 8. Let us see the example. So in the example, what is the example we have considered? 76,104. So last 3 digits. First, how many digits are there? 5 digits. So we have to verify the divisibility rule. What is the divisibility rule? If last 3 digits are divisible by 8, then complete number is divisible by 8. Now let us check whether it is divisible by 8 or not. So let's do the division. So what is the division here? 104 being divided by 8. Let us see if it leaves a remainder 0 or not. So 8 ones are 8. So 2, 4, 3 8s are 24 or 8 3s are 24. Yes, remainder is 0. So that means this particular number 76,104 is divisible by 8. So what is the conclusion? Therefore we are going to write. Therefore 76,104 is divisible by 8. Very good. So how did we check the divisibility rule? Till up to 3 digits, direct division only. There is no rule. More than 3 digits if you have, maybe 4 digit, 5 digit, 6 digit, 10 digit number also. You can verify it just by verifying with the last 3 digits. If last 3 digits, whatever last 3 digits are there, if it is divisible by 8, then complete number is divisible by 8. Now let us check with the other number. What is the other number you have? 8,49,632. Such a big number. Now how to verify? We have to check for the last 3 digits. What are the last 3 digits? 632. Let us verify if 632 is divisible by 8 or not. So 7 8s are 56. So subtraction 13, that means 7. So now descend to here 72. 9 8s are 72. 8 9s are 72. Wow, remainder 0. That means last 3 digits are divisible by 8. Therefore complete number is divisible by 8. So what is the conclusion you are going to write? Therefore 8,49,632 is divisible by 8. So this is a conclusion. How are we checking? What is the divisibility rule for 8? See, up to 3 digits there is no rule. So 1 digit number, 2 digit number, 3 digit number, you have to check only by direct division. More than 3 digits if you have in a number, so then automatically you have to use the divisibility rule. What is the divisibility rule? Whatever may be the biggest number you have to verify with the last 3 digits. If last 3 digits are divisible by 8, obviously the 8, then 8 can divide the complete number, leaving a remainder 0. Okay children, so we verified with 2 examples here. We can see that in both the examples, last 3 digits when divided by 8 are leaving a remainder 0. That means 8 is dividing the last 3 digits, or last 3 digits are divisible by 8 in both the cases. Therefore, here also this is divisible by 8. Here also this is divisible by 8. Okay. So now take a screenshot. Copy the first rule, that is divisibility rule for 4, as well as 2 examples. Take a screenshot. Right. Next one, divisibility rule for 8. And also 2 examples are given here. Take a screenshot and copy them. So the next one is divisibility rule for 11. This is the last divisibility rule which is there in your syllabus, right, in this chapter. A number is divisible by 11 if difference between the sum of the digits at the odd places right? Odd places, that means first place, third place, fifth place, seventh place, these are called odd places. And the sum of digits at even places, even places means second place, fourth place, sixth place, eighth place, like that. So from where we should find this place? From right hand side, that is from right you have to take it from right, is either 0 or divisible by 11. So that means whether you have to find out the sum of odd places digits first, then sum of the even places digits from right. Okay, you know the right hand side, right? That is from one's place value. And then see the difference between those two. If the difference is 0, then the number is divisible by 11. Or if difference is such a number that it is divisible by 11, then the complete number is divisible by 11. Okay, let us see the example. The first example, 6535. So from right, so this is the right hand side, is not? This is right, this is left. So right, so from right, this is one odd place, 3 odd place, then this is 2, this is 4, that means second place, this is first place, third place. So first place, third place. So in first place, sum of odd places, sum of digits in odd places is equal to how much? First place 5 and third place is also 5, which is equal to 10. Next one, sum of digits in even places, even places. So again from right, even place means second place, sixth place. So that is 3 plus 6, second place and fourth place here, 3 plus 6, which is equal to 9. Now what is that? You have to find difference between these two numbers, right? Now I'll write difference between the two sums. The two sums is equal to, what is the difference? 10 minus 9, which is equal to 1. What is the rule? This difference must be either 0. If it is 0, it is divisible by 11. If not 0, at least this should be divisible by 11. See, the number itself is less than 11. So there is no point that it will be divisible by 11. So therefore, this is not divisible by 11. Hence, the number is not divisible by 11. So 1 is not divisible by 11. Therefore, what is the number you have taken? 6535 is not divisible by 11. Not divisible by 11. This is how you have to conclude. See, last time also I said you people, whenever you are using divisibility rule, you should show how you are applying the rule and what conclusions you got from that, and how you can say whether it is divisible by a particular number or not. So this is how you have to write the steps. This is very important. You are doing directly long division method and saying that remainder is 0, therefore divisible. Remainder is not 0, therefore not divisible. So children, please don't do that. Don't use long division method until unless it is specified in the divisibility rule. Till then you have to apply the rule only. So this is how we have done. So here what did we do? We took odd places from which direction? Right direction. That means in this direction, first place, third place, odd, 5 plus 5, 10. Then second place and then fourth place, 3 plus 6, 9. Then we found the difference between the two. Difference between the two is 1. 1 is not divisible by 11. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 11. Okay? Clear? So now let us see another example. Let us see another example. What is the example you have? 1221. So what is the rule? From right hand side you have to see first place and third place. So sum of digits at odd places, is equal to 1 plus 2, which is 3. Next one, sum of digits at even places is equal to, second place is this, fourth place is 1. So 1 plus 2, 3 again. So therefore, now what we have to find? Difference between the sums. Difference between the sums. So what is that? 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3, which is 0. What does the rule say? If the difference is 0, then it is divisible by 11, then the complete number is divisible by 11. Or if difference is such a number which is divisible by 11, then also the number is divisible by 11. But here crystal clear, very clearly we can see that we got the difference to be 0. So therefore 1221 is divisible by 11. Divisible by 11. This is how we are going to conclude. Okay, children. So take the screenshot. First take the rule. Then next the two examples. In the first example, we got the difference to be a non-zero number. In non-zero number case, it should be divisible by 11. In first example, we got non-zero number to be 1. 1 is not divisible by 11. Therefore, the number is not divisible by 11. In the second example, we got the difference to be 0. When the difference is 0, then it is divisible by 11. Okay? Right. Now the last problem for today, and this is the last exercise of your chapter, playing with numbers. So exercise 3.7, I picked up a problem from it. That is fifth problem. Find the smallest number that must be added to 2,89,279. A very big number is given to you, so that it is divisible by 8. Okay, let us solve it. So first, while solving, what is that we have to keep in mind is divisibility rule for 8. What is divisibility rule for 8? So if more than 3 digits are there in the number, then we have to verify the divisibility rule by taking the last 3 digits number. Right? So let us see the last 3 digit number. So first of all, write the number. Given number is so 2,89,279. So verify with last 3 digits. Verify with last 2 digits, 3 digits. Last 3 digits. What are they? 279. Now let us see whether it is divisible by 8 or not. So 279. Now let us see the divisibility rule. 3 8s are 24. So 3. Descend 9 here. 39. See, 5 8s are 40. 5 8s are 40. Or rather, we have, so 4 8s are 32. Then you got the remainder to be 7. What did you get the remainder here? We got the remainder to be 7. If at all you can add one number to this. We might have got 40 here. Then 5 8s are 40. Then it is totally divisible by 8. So, what is the question asked? Question asked is, what number must be added to this number so that it is divisible by 8? So, what we have to add? We have to add only 1 because the remainder is 7 here. Right? If you add 1, automatically remainder is going to be 8. That means 8 is divisible here by 8 and hence we will get the remainders to be 0. Right? So, therefore, that means here you can see very clearly that by adding 1, this is completely divisible by 8. So, therefore, right, by adding 1, the number can be divisible by 8. By 8. Let us verify, right? Check whether our answer is correct or not. So let us add the number to the given number. What is the given number? Given number is 2,89,279. Now add a number. Now plus 1. So new number is equal to, adding 1 to this, 9 plus 1 10, 1 comes here, 7 plus 1 8. Now 2 9 8 2. So we got the new number to be 2,89,280. Let us see whether we can see this one. So last 3 digits you take. So 280. See whether we can check with this. 280. Now, so what do you have? 4 8s are 32, and then 3 8s are 24. So 40 now. 5 8s are 40. Yes, the remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. That means by adding 1 to this number, the complete number can be divisible by 8. Okay children, this is how we have to check. We have to check how much remainder you got. To this remainder, to make it 8, how much should be added? This is what you have to see. Okay children? So okay, then now pause the video for a moment and copy the problem. Then how we verify it, that also you copy it down. And this is the last part of the chapter. And please try to complete exercise 3.7 and post me your answers. Okay.